A memorial of flowers, letters, and photos rests against the gates of Wayne Manor, left by those mourning Thomas and Martha Wayne. Over time, the tributes have withered, their memory fading. A woman named Evelyn and her daughter, Scarlett, approach. Young Bruce Wayne stands behind the bars, curious. Evelyn introduces herself, revealing that Martha Wayne once helped her. Grabbing Bruce, she emphasizes with raw emotion that Martha didn't just help, she saved them. Evelyn became desperate, pressing against the gates, pleading with Bruce to understand. Young Scarlett watches, alarmed. The tension is cut when Alfred arrives, protective but firm, instructing Evelyn to leave. She apologizes, knowing she's overstepped, and walks away. Bruce, shaken, watches as she disappears into the distance. The scene shifts to the present, a stark contrast of neon-lit Gotham alleys. A desperate cry echoes. Another former detainee of the faultless juvenile detention center is being targeted. 10 have already been murdered. Batman's network has been monitoring them, but it hasn't been enough. As the teenager tries to flee, a shadowy figure strikes, muffling his scream. Red Hood intervenes, though he's not an attacker, but the rescuer. Across Gotham, the Bat family moves fast, tracking down and rescuing the remaining at-risk teens. Elsewhere, a towering man fills the doorway, his sheer size making it clear no one is getting past him. His face is twisted in anger, his stance daring anyone to try. Inside, Spencer Robertson struggles against his fear. Desperately, he calls out, "Mom? Mom, can you hear me?" But there's no answer. The man's patience snaps. With a snarl, he swings, his fist colliding with Spencer's face, sending the boy crashing to the floor. "Get the fuck out!" he roars. But before he can strike again, a shadow stops his attack. The man turns and freezes. Ready to end things, Batman begins. "Explain, quickly." The man snarls, blaming Spencer for stealing his car. Spencer fires back. His stepfather is an abuser and his mother won't stand up to him. The truth is out, but the man doesn't back down. Instead, he reaches for a gun. Spencer hides behind Batman. The man aims the weapon, ordering them out. Batman doesn't move. He steps closer, voice steady. "Or?" The abuser falters. Batman stares him down. "Are you going to shoot?" The man hesitates. He can't. Batman looms over him. "You small man." With brutal precision, Batman snaps the gun in half. "A home should be a refuge," he growls. "You destroyed that." The stepfather lunges, but Batman effortlessly takes him down. As he restrains him, he calls Oracle. Trusted officers and social services are on their way. At a hidden safe house, the rescued teens gather. Batgirl explains the danger they're in. One boy, guilt-ridden, asks why they're helping him. "Do you know what I've done?" Tim Drake smirks. "We've done worse." Red Hood nods in agreement. The message is clear. They're not just protecting these kids. They understand them. Batman addresses one of the teens directly, Nicholas Fairgray. He knows exactly what Nicholas did at 13, but isn't here for judgment. "I'm more concerned about what you choose to do next." The teens remain wary, questioning if they're prisoners. Robin smirks. Mass kidnapping would be easier, but the Bat family has a different approach. The teens are given new clothes, shoes, watches, and caps. Batman explains each contains a hidden emergency button, a personal bat signal. Oracle will ensure they're always within a 3-mile radius of protection. Damian, unimpressed, points out the hidden surveillance devices. Batman prioritizes safety over privacy. But Red Hood drops a bombshell. The detention center has ties to Bruce's girlfriend's company. At Theranos Industries, Bruce calls his girlfriend, asking about the link. She's evasive. He invites her for a nightcap, but she declines. He suggests lunch instead. "Maybe," she replies, perhaps trying to avoid him. Batman intercepts a mercenary, Georgiev, on Gotham's rooftops. The man panics, running, but Batman takes him down effortlessly. "Too many people like you have entered my city this week." "Why?" Georgiev confesses. A bounty was placed on the child killer, but it was suddenly canceled. Someone powerful wants them protected. Batman pays Penguin a visit at the Iceberg Lounge. Oswald admits he placed a bounty after his young employees started disappearing, but it was rescinded by someone higher up. Someone connected, old and powerful. He managed to uncover the killer's name, Asima. Before Batman can process, Oracle's voice cuts in urgently. One of the kids is being attacked. Spencer Robertson speeds through the neon-lit streets, but he's not alone. A masked figure leaps onto his stolen car, fist crashing through the windshield. Spencer barely has time to scream before he loses control. The car screeches wildly, sending him tumbling out as it spins into the darkness. Flames erupt from the wreckage. The figure rises from the inferno. Asama. She stalks towards Spencer, accusing him of stealing. He stammers, insisting he was returning it, but she doesn't care. "You were given a second chance," she said coldly. "You do not deserve another." Asama raises her blade, but a figure appears where Spencer was. Batman. She recognizes him instantly, awed. "You," she breathes. The Batman. She doesn't see him as an enemy. She sees him as an inspiration. But Batman is focused on Spencer. "Don't move," he orders. "I'll get you help." Asama snaps. "No, you can't help him!" She lunges, fists flying. But Batman realizes something. She isn't trying to kill him. She's testing him. But he doesn't have time for a fight. Spencer is injured. In one swift motion, he pulls her in and slams his forehead against hers with a brutal headbutt. She falls back towards Spencer. She glares at him, seething. "He doesn't deserve your aid or your mercy," she spits. "None of them do." With a sudden, vicious swipe of her claws, she slashes at Spencer, worsening his injury. Blood spills onto the pavement as Spencer cries out in pain. Batman reacts instantly, delivering a brutal headbutt that sends Asama stumbling back. He lunges towards Spencer, trying to slow the bleeding, but it's bad. An artery is severed. He needs to stabilize him, needs backup, but before he can call for help, Asama is already back on her feet. Moving like a ghost, she rushes him from behind. Before he can turn, sharp pain explodes in his neck, a small, precise sting. His vision wavers. His limbs feel sluggish. His mind registers the truth too late. Anesthetic from a concealed needle. Batman feels the anesthetic taking hold, his body growing heavy, vision blurring. Asama watches, assured. "You can't fight this," she says. "But don't worry, Batman. You'll be fine when you wake up." Spencer, weak and bleeding, reaches out. Batman grasps his hand, trying to reassure him. Asama's response is swift. She kicks their hands apart, severing their grasp. Asama turns, silhouetted against the flames. "You need to learn that not every life is worth saving." A scent lingers in the air, white musk. Later, at a high-security lab, Asama enters undetected, a stolen blood sample in hand, the very same she extracted from Batman's neck. She moves with purpose, scanning an access card and approaching a terminal. She injects the sample into the system for analysis, cross-referencing it against a secret patient database. The machine processes, then confirms. Patient 016 identified. Asama studies the results as Bruce Wayne's face appears on the screen, almost pitying him. "Look what you had to become, Bruce."